Number one, ceramic brakes. There are a few things I like about these brakes. Firstly, the feel. Obviously, the most important thing about it is how they brake the car, how they stop the car. Fantastic. How they look great. The yellow caliper, they're bigger, they fill the wheels better, never fade. After you wash the car, you don't have to worry about them rusting. You don't have to take it out for a drive to prevent the discs from rusting for the water that's sat on them. You don't have to worry about that. Majority of people who drive Boxsters especially, they drive them on the road. The chances of ever having to replace those discs are minimal, and luckily as well, because they're very expensive. But generally they will last the life of the car. Number two, boot space. Now, it's a sports car. You'd expect it to not have a lot of boot space. You'd expect that to be on the negatives, if anything. You know, 5 things I dislike about the car. But considering what kind of car it is, that it's a sports car and that it's a convertible, there's an awful lot of boot space on this car. You can get a lot of stuff in this. You can do your weekly shop, unless of course you've got 6 kids. But for me, I can do my weekly shop very easily. I can get it all in the front. Don't forget, with a Boxster, it's mid-engined, so you have a back boot as well. So there's a lot of space in this car, and you know, it's no good for taking stuff to the tip or getting a wardrobe in the back. But you couldn't do that with most cars anyway. You'd have to have, you'd have to have an estate at least, or a van. Number 3, the sound. It's got the naturally aspirated flat 6, unlike the new 718s, which sound like broken. They sound like cars that are missing 2 cylinders, funnily enough. So this car sounds fantastic. It would sound even better if I had the sports exhaust on it, which it unfortunately doesn't have. But even without the sports exhaust, when you're up it and you're really giving it some, the sound is fantastic. Handling. Arguably the best handling car that Porsche make. I know that could open up a lot of arguments, but you know, with the 911 having the engine over the back wheels, it does have great handling. Especially my car's a 4-wheel drive 911, so it has great handling. The Boxster, however, with it being mid-engined, it's much more balanced, and the handling is really, really good. And I think it's probably one of the most overlooked cars in that sense. I think the new car, well, not the 718, but I think the 918 sort of took it out of that kind of baby Porsche, poor man's Porsche kind of stereotype. 718, apart from the sound, apparently is quicker and better handling than the 981, so no doubt that would do the same, apart from the fact that everyone just can't stop talking about how shit it sounds. But the Boxster in general, and even the 987, they're fantastic handling. Number 5, it's a convertible. Now I know I said they were not in any particular order, but I think this is the best thing about the Boxster, and that is the fact that it's effectively 2 cars. You've got the sports car with the roof up, You know, it handles well, it drives well, it's fast. It's actually reasonably quiet in here, considering it's got a soft top. You know, it's two cars. You've got that sports car, two-seater sports car, mid-engined, and then when you put the roof down, you've got a completely different car. I mean, it still has all of those aspects to it, but anybody who's ever driven a convertible will know that when the roof's down, you don't kind of really care about the speed. All right, so here we go. It's freezing. It is 2.5 degrees Celsius right now, and I have the roof down. I mean, it's freezing, but it's sunny, and that's so rare in the UK. People will think I'm crazy. And to be honest, when I see people in this weather with the roof down, I think they're crazy too. So, but it is a nice day. It's not something I would normally do, but what the hell.